It's Wednesday, January 13th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince,
I saved my computer from breaking.
and this is the Geek Chic Culture Show where we talk about all cool things in the whole wide world. Yes, Anthony, you did just save your computer.
Yeah, we were about to record, and then my computer was like, "Hey, do this BIOS update." And I'm like, "Yeah, no problems."
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because it was there.
No. Why did you decide to do it now?
It wasn't gonna. I didn't think it was gonna take long. Usually, it doesn't.
It's
take
a
long.
BIOS update.
Yeah, and it was just downloading while we were watching trailers and stuff.
So that's why I couldn't watch in HD.
Yeah,
Tool.
so I was just chilling, right?
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, it updated to BIOS, and it's like, "Yo, bro, we did it. Restart your computer."
That's why you never do any of those technical updates, like when you're mobile.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Yeah."
You only do them when you're at home
Yeah.
at a time that's not going to interrupt anything.
I'm just like, "Yeah, I'll do it, no problem." And then it was just like, "Hey, you have no boot device." And I was like,
then you had
"Fuck!"
Then you had a minor freak out, and then we're just like, all right then.
And it took an hour, but now I got my boot devices back, and my laptop's back online.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Could have been worse.
It could have been worse. You're right.
Yeah, they could have canceled your internet.
Tell me about it. Give me the spill the tea, sis? Is
so
that
yeah,
it?
I had a fun week. Yeah, because my house.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who still has a landline.
Yeah. In case of emergency.
Yeah, I got internet, got TV, but I also still have a fax line.
Okay, that one. I don't know. You're not in Japan. I don't know why you have a fax line anymore.
Listen, it's like $11 a month, and it's just one of those things where it's like it was on my bill, and the discounts I got for having the fax line made it.
Did you get a bigger discount?
Because there was an extra bundle.
So the fax line paid for itself and then some.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
And someone else used it for like business uses, but like now we really don't need it. Actually, we haven't needed it for the past 6 months.
Okay.
And I've just been on my ass to be like, okay, I should cancel this.
Hmm.
So in December, I call and said I need to cancel this line. They're like, okay. They're like, well, based on your billing cycle, is it okay if we just cancel it on January 11th? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no problem.
Sure. It'll be a clean cut. Don't have to prorate anything. Whatever.
Mhm.
Fine. Okay, so January 11th rolls around. Midnight comes on. I'm playing Overwatch, and it's like, oh, January 12th, 12:30. I'm like, no connection. I'm like, oh, I guess that's the world just telling me I should go to bed. I'm sure there's just maintenance, and it'll be done in no time.
Okay.
So then I was like, maybe I'll watch anime. Then like at 2 in the morning, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm still awake. I'm gonna play some games. Found out internet's still off, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I was looking around, like there seems to be no outages.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what's going on. It turns out that auto cancellation on my fax was set to do it at the end of the 11th. But what happened was, because all my services are linked, they canceled everything
Except
my house phone. So,
hey, can you delete this fax line? Okay, yeah, cool, no problem. What if we just delete everything else?
Yeah. So the following day was a lot of like phone calls and headaches, just like getting people here. Let me tell you, trying to get someone to your house during the pandemic, I didn't realize how tough that was. But I guess it makes sense. But yeah, I had 2 technicians come at 2 separate times because I called multiple times and set up multiple appointments to figure whoever gets here first wins. And so that's what happened. So They fixed it, and I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. Now I have internet again.
Sweet Jesus thing.
But yeah, I guess when you're at home, there's nothing else you can do. Not having internet kind of sucks.
You could have like read a book.
I have a job.
Nah, that's fine.
I missed so many deadlines because I wasn't able to do it, so I had to like call a lot of people and tell them like, you're not gonna get this done today. No. I have no internet. So that was kind of shitty, but oh well, figured it out, and now we're here. We're recording. And hopefully this will be uploaded, and hopefully I'm in your ear holes.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyways, I think we should read a question.
You got a couple questions this week.
Yeah, we'll start with a question to chew on.
Oh, of course. You got to start with the king.
Always. Paul Chu writes in, Happy New Year, TNIAB.
Hello.
Sorry I didn't leave a question last week.
How could you?
I was wrapped up in the party at our capital last week.
Oh, the what? Did he go?
Here are 2 this week to make up for it. I don't think he went. I think he was just wrapped up in the news.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like he was storming. Like
What?
he went in.
Nah. No way. No way, Jose.
Paul was like, I'm here to chew up the Constitution. Let's go.
Damn. Damn, Paul. Didn't realize you're like that.
He's
Okay.
a QAnon leader.
Yeah,
secretly.
I guess so. Number 1, now that 2020 has ended, it's easy to just chalk up the year as a dumpster fire and be done with it. But what are some of the shining stars that deserve to be recognized as good things that happened in 2020?
Mm-hmm.
These can be for either of you personally, or just really good things that happened in 2020, but would likely be overlooked by everyone. Either because they happened pre-COVID, like 5 years ago,
Yeah,
or because they happened in the midst of other craziness. His second question is, what are your thoughts on watching things at increased speeds? Is it great because it lets you consume more content, or is it bad because it disrupts the creator's vision? If you like it, what has been your ideal speed to watch, listen to something, to still receive all intended information? All right, so question 1 is good things that happened in the past year, either personally or just in general.
in general.
I think in general, Japan made Super Mario World. That's pretty cool.
That's fucking dope.
That's dope shit.
Bad news? You can't go.
Yeah. Damn, homie. Now I'm just even more pissed.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of like stuff that came out of the pandemic that like society as a whole started to realize.
That's
Like,
good.
Yeah, that's good. Like, you don't really need an office, right? Like most people,
Like a house office?
no,
Like a home office?
like a office. Like,
okay.
for you to work, like companies are always like, "Yo, you can't work from home. It's impossible. We don't have. It's not possible, right?" But everyone is realizing that yes, it is. We have the infrastructure. Like so, there's a lot of companies now that are offering like if you are the type of person that would want to work from home,
Wow.
we now have the capabilities. We now have those options.
Yeah.
Right, and it totally cuts down on like cost of living for a lot of people.
It does?
You don't have to drive. You don't have to take public transit. You just
I guess so.
get
Yeah.
a computer from work.
I guess so. Yeah.
And I guess like personally, I don't know. Like a lot of like 2020 to me was kind of a wash. Like there's stuff at school that I think like the way they changed university, it plays more to like my strengths in terms of like tests are now not memorize all this information. Tests are now apply this information and use it in different ways, and that like helps me more because it makes university more like college.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I can't think of anything like personally that I would like to shout out. Like there's like small victories here and there, just like small things, but I guess COVID adjusted my benefits package, so now I can buy my.
Now you got a sick PC.
Now I got a sick PC because of it. Like, I guess thanks. I don't know.
Yeah, I would really like to look on the bright side of COVID, but like there hasn't been a lot. Like the negatives definitely outweigh any sort of positive I had last year. Like especially when the summer came around and like I had internships lined up through school.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, ha, no.
Yeah, you can't even like do stuff.
Yeah, and you couldn't do anything.
Yeah, so it's tough. And like like you mentioned, like working from home, yeah, like I'm doing that and it's fine, but like I'm also the type of person who'd rather be in an office. And like besides like
you're a weirdo.
Yeah, well I guess I am. But like yeah, and now like besides you guys, like most of my social circle is in Toronto.
Yeah.
And that's like the other city, so I don't interact with them ever.
Yeah, no, it's the same with me.
So
like I have you guys here,
yeah.
but then like a large majority of my friend group is in like Oakville, Toronto.
Yeah. So it's kind of been shitty in that sense. If anything, it's made me realize I guess I think it's made the world realize just how, even though like we like to tout like, oh, online is everything, or like you know, online shopping is easy, everyone's doing it, blah blah blah. Our world infrastructure was not prepared for it.
No.
Like
no.
Nobody was prepared for what happens when it's like, because I've talked about this before, but like my work is directly related to like retail and stuff, and like we always hear the things of, you know, online's going to take over, online's taking over.
Yeah.
And now that it has, the world actually isn't prepared to take it. And so that was a bit of a shock. Like just like I think I can't stand to hear any more complaints about shipping delays. It's
Yeah.
like we're all in the same fucking boat. Like,
bro, but my condoms are late.
it's like Jesus. But then now it's also like brought about the whole like what people expect out of curbside pickup or just online commerce now or e-commerce, and it's just like the amount of demands that are out there. So it's been interesting. But and going back to his question, like anything good, ooh, I don't know. Because like I'm thinking about the things that I enjoyed that happened this past year, and I don't know if that would have been different had COVID not been here.
Bro, I learned about so many new porn stars. Holy moly. Like, there's some banging ladies out there.
See, like, but I don't know if COVID would have changed. Like, I can't tell you that COVID or not having COVID would have changed that.
Correlation does not equal causation.
Yeah, I don't see it there. Right? Like, to me, I still would have been doing that research.
Would I have found that Muscle Girls account on Instagram? If
we don't know.
We don't know. True.
We don't know.
Happened to be within 2020.
We don't know. I mean, like, I guess on your, you know what I know it is for you.
What?
It's VTubers.
Oh, VTubers, baby. If the pandemic wasn't here,
yeah,
I would be like, yo, VTubers are insane.
Yes.
Get a life.
Yes.
Go outside.
Yes.
But now that I can't go outside,
yeah,
I am one of the degenerates.
Yes, you are. You have failed us. Okay.
Or did I save us?
No, you were not.
Did I keep us relevant with the youth of today?
No. No. Because the ironic part is the people watching the VTubers are not the youth.
True.
They are people our age.
It's a bunch of neckbeards.
Yes. Question 2. So is basically watching things at an increased speed.
Depends on the content. I think if you're watching like a news story or some sort of like old ass documentary where you just need like pieces of information, increase that shit. But if you're watching a movie or listening to music and stuff like that, changing the speed fundamentally changes.
I don't know if you could put music, man. Who's listening to like music at 2 times speed?
Dude, how many Nightcore remixes do you Toto from Africa dubstep edition?
No, that's different. That's different. The question is like, are you listening to the dubstep remix on 2 times speed?
It's that how hard do you want to party?
No.
Like like movies and stuff, I would say that is a strict no.
Okay.
Because it fundamentally changes like how scenes are set up and like timing between lines and stuff like that, like stuff that is all important to the art of the medium and shit like that. I have done that. We were watching what was it? 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
With some of my friends, and it was so fucking boring that the only way we got through it was we put it on 1.5.
I see.
And then we got through it.
Well,
but other than that, like, yeah, I don't think I would.
You've never listened to a podcast at
nope
at like 1.5?
No, I would think that is something that is acceptable to do though.
Yeah, like the closest I've gotten is like I don't listen to podcasts at double speed.
Yeah,
but I do have an app that cuts out the gaps.
Nice.
So like
it'll find like flat lines in audio. That's cool.
And it'll cut them out, and then it sounds like one continuous thing. It's pretty cool. And
we need that.
Yeah, I don't think I have really done that. Yeah. I guess to go to the question, am I watching this content because I want to or because I have to? If I have to, then I'm probably speeding it up.
Like I'm watching my lectures at 2 times speed, but that's only because all of my professors sound like they're drunk or on some sort of drugs because they talk so slow.
They probably are.
And today we're going to learn da da da, and I'm like, oh, if I put you on 2 times speed, you sound like a normal person.
Yeah, but like if it's anything that I want to consume, then no, I'm definitely not doing it at.
I think the distinction for me would be, does the timing of everything coincide with some sort of vision? Like on a podcast, it's just people talking, right? It's not like the choice of words are scripted out meticulously and there has to be a gap between topics for a reason, right? But like going back to movies, like you have a script and there's going to be these pauses that are supposed to be emotional or whatever, and all that timing is meant to amplify your experience while
I don't
watching
know.
it.
I think I disagree with that. I think on a podcast, I still wouldn't do it.
Really?
Well, when I listen to the podcast, I'm listening to the people talk, and
Yeah.
the reason I like these people, like,
Yeah.
I like the cadence of their speech.
That's fair too.
Right? I wouldn't want to change
Yeah,
it.
I wouldn't do it on the podcast,
Yeah.
but I would find it acceptable if somebody did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if someone told me they watched Parasite at 2 times speed, I'm like,
Yeah.
you're a fucking idiot.
Well, they are. All right. Next question is an email from BM Brian Mack. Nerdy consumers.
Okay.
Hello, nerds. What's the one toy / figure or video game related product, but not video game, that is coming out this year that you look forward to most? For me, it is my first ever metal build Crossbone Gundam X1 full cloth.
Nerd.
Thank you and stay awesome. What you got?
Dude,
listen, I heard Microsoft has teamed up with OtterBox to make new Xbox products.
Oh no. Peripherals.
And I'm just like, get me in that. Yeah.
Yeah, right now I think it's got to be Monster Hunter Rise.
No. Video game related.
Oh, related, but not a video game?
It's a product, yeah. That makes it harder. Because
that
if it was video games,
harder.
easy.
Yeah.
But if it's just related, I'm gonna go with the rumored Nintendo Switch Pro.
That'd be cool.
Believe it or not, this is the first year I think in like a decade I don't have an active pre-order on anything. Or at least, hold on, anything toy related.
Yeah.
I might have something out there for like a shirt or something.
Okay.
But like figure related, no. If anything, I'm more excited to go back and pick up some stuff that I kind of deliberately skipped out on last year. Like there were 2 Gundam models there was 3 actually. But there was like the Wing Gundam Verka.
Okay.
Angel Wings, but they redid it and it looks master grade. And then they released a brand new RX-78 called the Perfect Grade Unleashed.
What does that mean?
It's perfect grade, but it's unleashed.
Perfect grade. Is it from the new statue?
No.
Is like a tie-in there? No.
No. It's just the new Perfect Grade Unleashed Gundam.
It's
like 400 Canadian.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
This thing is like pre-weathered.
It is. It's something else, but like so I'm looking forward to that. I know Hasbro is doing Beast Wars, and I think there's like a Black Arachne out there and a Dinobot that I really want to check out. So like that's pretty cool, but any like big heavy hitters, I can't think of anything that comes to mind. Oh, I have this pre-order on the super expensive Gurren Lagann that was supposed to ship in December.
Yeah.
I think it got delayed to January. So I guess that counts. Okay.
Yeah.
But I've already paid for that in full last June. So I don't know if that counts anymore.
I guess for me, they announced the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World game is getting re-released.
Oh yeah,
and Limited Run is doing a limited run of a physical edition.
Yeah.
And it like the super ultra crazy edition there's a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah.
You get like the band's drumsticks. There's like a enamel pin set.
Whoa.
Art book.
Yeah.
There's the case is a briefcase where you open it up and it's the Pixel band playing like a pop-up book kind of. Pretty cool. But I can't think of like any sort of like my whole collecting thing is the game.
I know.
Yeah. So
I've been aware.
Usually like when I get toys and shit, I get it secondhand off you. I'm like, are you bored of this toy yet? Cool, sell it to me.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah. So I just remember that there was one that I'm excited for. I think it comes out next month, but it's a model kit of
Rasengan?
Yeah. And it is like the only Rasengan besides the Revoltech.
That one sucks.
And so
I own that one. It's not good.
So I'm pretty excited to see this. And because it's all black and shiny, it's not something that looks like I need to actually paint or touch.
Yeah, it looks
pretty basic.
Glossy and good already. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's not. I'm pretty excited to see this. It's by Sentinel.
Oh, so it's $1 million.
But it's a model kit, so it's $50.
Okay.
Yeah. I think there is something else that I think Flame Toys might be doing a
I don't even know what that
Optimus
company is.
Primal that looks so dope. I think it's part of their Kurokari Fury line. I don't know. Let's see. I think it's Optimus Primal. Yeah, it must be. Fury Action Optimus Primal. Yeah. Fury Action. Yeah. And I think it looks pretty dope. So yeah, that's probably like the big toy that I'm just like, give me that.
Oh, I know. What was it? Super Action Statue.
Mm-hmm.
They just came out with a new Diego Brando. He's the Dio from Part 7 of JoJo, which has not been animated yet.
Yeah, okay.
But his whole thing is that, like, if he injures you, he turns you into a dinosaur.
Let's move on to the next question.
It's a cool power.
Roland writes in, hello.
Hi.
2021's only like 2 weeks in, and it's been very chaotic. But I assume most of us are still hoping for this year to turn things around because, well, we have to. So, what's something, perhaps a show, movie, game, or even a music album that you guys loved but started off pretty rough before eventually figuring itself out? Lastly, to keep things fresh, Vince isn't allowed to answer this question with Smallville.
Oh.
Cheers and happy 2020.
Roland! That's a deep cut.
It is, but I can't answer this with Smallville because I didn't hate the beginning.
You hated all 9 seasons.
No, let me correct you. I acknowledge that the first 7 are bad.
Oh, you actually...
But I enjoyed them.
So you just admit you have bad taste.
Yeah?
Of course.
Where have you been?
Okay.
Yeah. No, so this, do you have any examples that you want to quickly toss out there?
Stuff that started off not so hot.
Yeah, but then you're like, tasty. Best ever.
Well done steaks.
Yeah.
Started rare. Started raw. No.
Anything.
That one's tough off the dome. Come back to me. You go. Do you have anything?
I have a lot of examples of the opposite.
Yeah, that's easier.
Yeah.
Where it started off hot. Like, dude, I was talking about it with my friend yesterday where he remembered how we met in college.
Yeah.
And he was drunk coming to class from the bar.
Yeah.
And then he found the programming lecture boring, so he watched me watching anime. And he was like, yo, this anime is shit. And I was like, yeah, I know. It started off so good. And that anime is Dead Man's Wonderland.
Okay.
Like, that show started off hot and then became hot garbage.
Okay.
Well, actually, okay, this is a deep cut. Like, I don't think anybody will ever know what the fuck this is.
Okay.
There's a shoujo manga.
Okay.
Called Hot Gimmick. And it's about this girl who lives in an apartment complex.
I know this show. Yeah.
With her mother.
Yes.
And and she's like an adoptive brother or whatever, like a stepbrother. But it turns out that the lady who's the wife of the owner of the apartment complex, total bitch. And her son, total asshole. And it's a whole romance of, like, the asshole landlord's son likes her, but she likes another guy, but then her stepbrother also likes her. And it's like this, like, love square crossover triangle. Like, it's like the most complicated shit in the world. But at the end of the series, because it's, again, hot garbage, she ends up going with the asshole landlord's son who, like, throughout the series, like, abuses her, gaslights her. At one point, I think he sets up, like, a fake rape scenario where, like, he invited her to a hotel room and then a bunch of random guys came in. And then
Damn.
she's like, you know who I want to love forever? That guy. And I'm like, what is this manga? What happened here? What happened from point A to point B? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think it's the only time I've ever been mad at a romance. I'm like, you went with the wrong guy.
No,
What
she went with the guy that she liked. Some people are into that.
It was no bueno. I did not have a good time.
You cannot judge other people for their choices.
I can judge cartoon characters for their choices.
Okay, something that started out great. No, something that started out mediocre, but it turned out great.
Or it could be hot garbage and turned out pretty good.
No, but this question was, it was garbage and then it became awesome. Or you eventually loved it. Are you okay over there?
Was it?
Yeah, the question was what started out bad and then ended up being really good.
I think that's what you're... Okay. Oh, I thought it was the opposite. That's why I mentioned hot gimmick.
No, we said...
I had a fucking brain fart.
Yeah, yes. Anyways, mine's Gao Gai Gar. First 20 episodes are shit.
What?
The first 20 episodes.
First 20 episodes
are
classic, baby.
Are shit.
That's classic toy selling anime.
Have
what
you
are you
finished Gao Gai Gar?
I've almost finished.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
It's classic toy selling anime.
You know what else is pretty bad?
What?
The first 15 episodes of every tokusatsu.
Yeah. All the setup tokusatsu, not so bueno.
Especially Kamen Rider.
You're right. You're right.
That's,
when they got the one power,
yeah,
and you're like, oh, just get to the new shit.
It's so bad.
And all the characters don't have any sort of depth yet. They're just like this monotone. Yeah. Yeah. Tokusatsu. What are you doing? What are you making shows for children? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, those things. I always say this, but like as much as I love Firefly, I always hated the first episode.
Ooh, I got a broad answer.
Okay.
Fighting games. When I started playing fighting games, I started playing because my other friends played it.
Okay.
But I was so bad at it that I was like,
it?
I hated it. But
Okay.
the thing is like I eventually got to like a threshold where like I broke the seal kinda, and I was just like, oh, I'm improving. Oh no. And then I was like, yeah, no, video games are good. Like fighting games are good now because I'm good at them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting perspective or one way of looking at the question.
Or like, yeah, like something is shit until you get good at it. Then you enjoy it because you're proficient.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I guess this is almost really, but not really. But like, I've always hated usually the first 5 hours of every JRPG.
Yeah, I think it's the same tokusatsu issue.
Yeah, because like all your shit's locked away.
Yeah.
You have no freedom, and the game wants to hold your hand for like.
And you know what's coming.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't finish what's it called? Octopath Traveler.
Oh yeah.
Every single character was the beginning of an RPG.
Yeah.
And then you eventually had to go through them again, and I was like, I'm not doing this.
And then yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the start of Persona 4.
Like, yeah, but Persona 4 is the worst out of the modern 3.
I know.
Personas.
But like I eventually came around on it, but like I remember not liking that game for the first 10 hours.
Our order is the same, right?
It depends in terms of overall, or are you looking at specific qualities?
I'm talking about overall.
Oh, okay, then it's the same order.
Yeah, it's 3 fests and then 5.
Yeah.
And then 4.
5. What was it? Royal?
Yeah. 5 Royal. Ooh, baby. Yeah. It's a good game.
But 5 is the one you should always recommend to people.
That is the gateway drug.
Yes.
And you're like, hey, but what if I told you that these kids shot themselves in the face?
Oh god.
And Jesus showed up.
I forgot. Yeah. Jesus and his Lolita.
Yeah, and his Lolita waifu. Damn, Japanese Jesus.
Okay, that's it for questions. Let's move on to picks of the week. What do we got?
We got memes becoming real life. Lately, the Lamar burning Franklin cutscene from GTA 5 has gone viral.
Sure has.
It turned into memes. With such classics as Franklin's motorcycle burning him.
Yep.
Kiryu from the Yakuza series singing Baka Mitai at Franklin
Okay.
to burn him.
Okay.
POV, you are an NPC in GTA 5 walking by watching Lamar burn Franklin. A lot of good stuff.
Okay.
A lot of good stuff. But it went full circle, and the actual voice actors of Franklin and Lamar recreated the scene in real life at a house and a place that looks very similar to where it takes place in the game.
Yeah, it does.
And I love that memes are mainstream now. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Nintendo had an event where they talked about Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
They did.
The re-release and update of the Wii U game, which nobody played other than me because it's on a Wii U.
That is correct. You were not lying.
It's a good game, dude. That's a very good Mario. Cat Mario is hilarious, and this new Bowser update looks crazy. Bowser is now a fucking Evangelion monster, and you get a giant cat upgrade to become Super Saiyan Cat Mario.
God, I wish I liked Mario.
It's so cool. So cool. Yeah, check out that trailer.
Okay.
That's there. What else happened? League 2021 season start trailer came out.
Yes.
We finally get to see who is behind the item, the Blade of the Ruined King, and his name is Vigo.
He's such an edgelord.
Yeah, he's like dark mist embodied, dude.
Yeah, but why has he got to be such a like Bishonen?
Cause that's how it be. That's how it be. League got bought out by Riot Games, got bought out by Tencent, and now Tencent's like, yo, Japan's bullshit is always popular. Just make it more anime, dog.
Yeah, like he showed up. I'm like, hold on, is that the new BTS character?
He's a tall, good-looking boy. That man. And he's a new playable character that's going to be coming out. So his whole thing is he uses the Blade of the Ruined King, like the weapon that you can buy in the game. And his passive is part of that weapon that you would have bought, where whenever you attack, you do a percentage portion of their current health as damage.
So he's a new character? Or he's new champion?
Brand new champion.
Oh, okay.
Brand new champion.
Wow, a lot of fanfare for this.
Yeah.
This guy.
Because he's uniting all of the regions of Runeterra, or whatever the fuck it's called, League of Legends land, to fight.
You are speaking straight Elven to me.
Yeah, to fight the Ruined King.
Oh god.
And his abilities are pretty cool. He's got a charge up dash, and he'll like stab, impale the first opponent he comes into contact with.
Yep.
He has a move where he will throw mist into a wall, and the mist will surround that wall. And while he's within the mist, he's camouflaged. He has increased movement speed and increased attack speed.
I take it he gets all like the stealth bonuses and
yeah.
Okay.
But the coolest thing is his ultimate, where he will launch at an enemy, and everyone surrounding, all the teammates surrounding that enemy, will get pushed back, and he'll kind of like 1v1 them. But the main thing is that if he kills them, he will possess them. So he will turn into that character, and then you will then play that character.
He's like a doppelganger.
Yeah.
But then what happens to the actual player?
They're dead because you killed them.
And they can't play.
Well, they're on cooldown to respawn.
Oh,
right?
Okay. It's not as powerful as I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of dead, but it's not like you can possess them while they're alive. You have to get their health bar down to 0.
Oh, I just thought it meant like you gotta kill that guy or else you're down a champion.
No. So what happens is that you kill them, you become them, and then you use their kit against your enemy team.
Yeah.
Which can be really useful because it basically gives you a second life, right? So if you kill the possessed version, their team kills them. And then you come back out as Vigo. And you're like, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah. You killed your teammate. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
It's cool. He's super edgelordy. He looks really nice. And the season start trailer looks hot.
Nice.
Those guys have a lot of money.
Nice.
The next thing I have is just some PS5 delays.
PS5 delays?
Yeah, so Capcom's game Pragmata that they announced has been delayed to 2023. And the Square Enix Project Athia has been delayed to 2022.
Wow.
So what I have learned today is never be excited for video games.
You know what else got delayed?
What?
Hogwarts Legacy.
Who gives a
To
shit?
2022.
Harry Potter's bad.
It's great.
It's okay. It's actually pretty good. And then the last thing I want to talk about was the Path of Exile update.
The Poe.
The Echoes of the Atlas. They have done a whole bunch of rebalancing. Ascendancy trees are all rebalanced and stuff. They've added 11 new tile sets for different maps you can go to. But the biggest changes here is that there's a new league, which is the Ritual League. And there is a new end game update. So before, I think the last time I talked about PoE was like this time last year.
Yep.
And they had an update where you had like challengers of the Atlas, I think it was.
Yep.
And the story there was that you defeated the Shaper, you defeated the Elder, and other exiles became too powerful and they became obsessed with power because they were in the Atlas for too long. Now there is a greater power beyond that, known as the Maiden. And the Maiden is interested in you because you're so fucking powerful that you defeated the other people and kept your sanity. So she's watching you. And she's like, hey, I want to watch you beat this boss. But also, I'm going to make a clone of that boss. So you have to beat two of them at the same time. And what happens is that while the Maiden is watching your fights, she will keep the bosses you defeat within her memory.
Okay.
Then, once you defeat enough bosses within a region, you can be invited to the Maiden's area. Then she will offer challenges. You will face one boss, two bosses, three bosses, all the way up to 10 bosses at the same time simultaneously.
10 boss.
And then once you beat that, you can fight the Maiden. So this is like beyond endgame content.
But, so let me get this straight. This is all just recycled bosses until you can fight the new boss.
Yes. Okay. But you can fight them at the same time.
Multiple times.
Which you're already doing anyways because it's a Diablo game. So you're farming these bosses for items anyways.
I guess so. It's just, wow.
Yeah.
Content, I guess.
And then the newest thing is that not only are your passives rebalanced, they have added passive skills to the maps you'll go into. So the areas you go to farm have their own skill trees. And they will change the way maps spawn enemies, what enemies they spawn, what rewards you'll get. And the more of the Maiden's challenges you get, the more passive nodes you'll unlock for this skill tree that is on your map.
I understand.
Do you?
No.
And then beyond that,
oh god.
No, there actually is one more thing beyond that. Is when you're in the Atlas, you'll unlock these things called watchstones. Which you then plug into the Atlas. And when you plug them in, it makes that region stronger. So the maps you get for that region will be of higher level. So then you can get better gear and more experience and so on and so forth.
Okay, I think I follow.
But now, once you have unlocked all the watchstones, you will unlock the ability to craft your own watchstones.
Oh.
And then those watchstones will have passives for that region on top of the skill tree that is now also giving passives that makes everything harder. And then you put passives on top of passives on top of passives to make optimal maps and do whatever.
I see.
It's fucking crazy.
I see.
It is mega endgame content that I'll probably never get to. But the league mechanic in this case is called the Ritual League. In every map, you will find a ritual shrine. And to appease the ritual, you have to kill all the enemies that spawn from that ritual. The catch here is that within the same map, when you find another... So you say you beat the first ritual totem. When you find a second ritual totem, it will spawn new enemies plus all the enemies you defeated from the previous.
Okay.
And so on and so forth. And then the more rituals you defeat within the map, the more enemies you'll have to defeat, and the more powers the ritual will have, which is why they had like lightning spinning around and stuff that's coming from the totem.
Okay.
And then the more rewards you get because you amped up the difficulty by facing more enemies and more hazards and stuff like that. So it seems like it's going to be a pretty rewarding league. and it's some of the upgrades that I've seen in the character passive trees.
Yeah.
There's this one character called the Inquisitor, and he gets a node that like gives you plus 50 stat points to strength and intelligence, and those are the exact stat points you need to wield the Mjolnir, which is my favorite build to build towards.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, this skill tree wants me to make a Mjolnir build. I'll play PoE again. So I reinstalled PoE. And I'm prepping. I'm prepping for the league, baby.
Wow.
Comes out on the 15th. 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you.
So we're good to go. And those are my picks.
Okay. I'll rifle through some quick ones. 25 years.
Of
Pokemon. Damn. Can you believe it? 25 years.
I remember when Pokemon came out.
Anyways, the Pokemon official company
had
a video they put out. A lot
Going
of cool memorabilia, a lot of cool memories.
It's a Rune Goldberg machine of 25 years of memories.
And then Katy Perry.
Yeah, and what is this trailer?
I don't know. No one knows, but apparently Katy Perry is involved. So look forward to that.
That's okay. That's something.
Sexy Pikachu? No?
I hope
Jinx?
not. I hope not.
No.
Sexy Jinx.
Mm-hmm. So that's that. Hey, do you remember Twitch Plays Pokemon?
Yeah.
Have you heard of play Pokemon in someone's Twitter avatar?
I have heard about this.
Yeah, did you see that?
Do you know how it works?
Yeah. It's his pinned tweet and you reply to it.
That's so crazy.
And every 15 seconds it updates.
Yeah.
And then that's...
So he runs a script
Yeah.
that tallies the most recent 15 seconds of tweets in the reply.
Yeah.
Then the script takes the most popular, inputs the command into the game that's playing on an emulator. Then the emulator takes a screenshot, and then the script posts that screenshot as his new avatar. That's insane.
That is insane. Like, what?
Twitter avatar
What?
plays Pokemon.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out, guys. Just,
It's pretty cool.
yeah. Ridiculous, but pretty cool.
Technology, baby.
I mentioned earlier, OtterBox is making the new Xbox accessories. So if you ever thought that your controller was not protected enough.
Yeah. If you ever have a heated gaming moment.
Yeah. Just make sure to put in your OtterBox case before you throw it at the wall. I don't know what the fuck this was, but okay.
It's probably for that. It's for heated gaming moments.
Okay.
So you could just whip an Xbox controller at the floor and then it breaks the outer box instead.
Yeah. Bethesda has announced that they are making a brand new Indiana Jones game.
Which I think the craziest part of this announcement is that it's made by Machine Games. The people who brought you Wolfenstein.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No one cares about that.
What? Wolfenstein 1 and 2 are so good.
That's not the big thing behind this announcement.
Tell me.
Can you guess what the big kerfuffle is?
Are they going to get the dude from Star Wars to play the voice?
Who bought Bethesda?
I don't remember.
Microsoft.
Oh, they did.
So now can you guess what the big kerfuffle is?
It's Xbox and PC exclusive?
So they didn't announce that, but that's the current speculation.
Yeah.
But the world is alight in anger.
I would say that, listen, everyone loves Microsoft right now because they're like, look, they're doing cross-platform play. They're giving us free games with the Game Pass. And look, they're being all community-focused. They're the communist society of video games,
Yes.
right? And everyone loves them.
Yeah.
But, yo, now that they got a big exclusive, now that they got theirs,
Yeah.
who cares about the people?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, for all we know, it still might just be multi-plat. It doesn't really matter.
Do you remember that scene in Toy Story where Andy drops Woody and he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore?
2?
Was that 2 or is that 3?
I don't know. I haven't seen 3.
It was a meme I saw, but it was basically the meme said college kids when they get their first paycheck.
Yeah.
And it says, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah.
And they replace Woody with the Communist Manifesto.
Oh, really? Wow. But yeah, so take a look at that. Indiana Jones, small teaser, quick video. Shouldn't be more than
there's no gameplay.
20 seconds of your time.
It's probably all pre-rendered.
Yeah. Next thing is that Ubisoft has announced they are working on, or they're in development of the next big Star Wars open world game, who I believe is done by the team who did The Division.
Oh, okay.
So
Those games were disappointing.
take that with a grain of salt, but you never know. It's not that specific team, but key people.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's interesting, I guess. The Cyberpunk team, what's her name? CD Projekt Red.
CDR, baby.
CDR. They just released an apology video maybe 2 hours ago about the state of Cyberpunk on console.
And they're like, are bad.
Yep. And also something about crunch time.
They pushed back DLC. I think they apologized for a certain crunch.
Yep.
But
yep.
What are you gonna do? Like,
yeah, like what's done is done.
Yeah.
But they so I guess the only important part of this video is that they outlined basically their schedule, and it looks like within the next 10 days, all console or all platforms will get a major patch to fix more bugs, followed by a second major patch to fix
even more
bugs. But I think the thing that or the DLC plan that caught most people's attention was the next gen upgrade patch for PS5 and Xbox Series.
Yeah.
And that's not happening until second half of 2021, which is a bit of a bummer if you were waiting on
the game to look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, buy a PC.
Oh, you want to play the $70 game? Drop $2,000, baby.
I did it, guys.
No, you didn't. You use work benefits.
I did it, guys.
You paid like $300.
Yep, I did. So yeah, that's that. That's Cyberpunk. And then finally, the big announcement this past week that we failed to mention, or that we couldn't mention last week because it was the following day, was the Monster Hunter Rise videos came out.
Yes, they did.
So to cut it pretty short, is they've added a new mechanic called Wyvern Riding. So you can mount your Rathalos and use it to attack.
The monster is the weapon.
Yeah, and then you can use it as a battering ram and shit.
It seems like you basically get access to their moveset.
You do, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's... I don't see how this would be useful in anything other than multi-monster hunts.
Yeah, like... But they do kind of say that, like, this is a one way to take advantage of a turf war. But yeah, otherwise... Because if you're just hunting a monster... There is no benefit here, if only to just...
The one thing I'm unsure of is they're still mounting monsters in this game.
Probably.
Right? So I guess there's two different ways to mount. You can rein it or you can mount it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
I want to know how that works in the balance. Because, like, the way I'm looking at this game now, you have so many ways to fuck up monsters. And it makes me think that this game is going to be super easy.
I don't think so.
You think there'll be like some fucked mechanic for the monster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. It's gotta be. Monster heals itself.
Oh no. Because I'm looking at a whole bunch of stuff. Like was it Gaijin Hunter had he got some sort of bug, you know those like passive bugs you can get in the endemic life? He got one where it made all of his lance hits stun damage. And he KO'd a monster with the lance.
Wicked.
Like, there's so much stuff in the game that gives you like the monster or the hunter advantage.
Yeah.
Where I'm starting to be like, I don't know, man. Maybe PETA got it right. Maybe these monsters need some protection. I don't know.
I don't know. I just remember that this is the regular version of the game. I'm sure when the G rank comes around, be like, haha, you wish you had more skills.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fine. And then the other thing is they released a demo for the Switch. Timed demo.
You can only play it for like what, 40 minutes or something?
Oh, I meant like it's only available until the 7th.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
I don't know how long you can play it for.
I think you can only play it a certain amount of times as well.
Okay. Is there any incentive to play this demo?
I don't think so. I think it's just here's the demo.
Because like at this point, I don't know.
I think it's almost March. I'm just gonna wait till March.
I'm in no rush to play. I got other games to play.
I got Path of Exile to play.
No, disgusting. But yeah, so that's Monster Hunter. Look forward to it because we'll be talking about it a lot this year.
We will.
You can
like every year.
You can count on that. Anyways, let's go to our weeks.
I started the new season of League of Legends in ranked.
Yes.
I did my placements
Yes.
with our mutual friend,
Yes.
and I think I went 6-4 in placements.
Damn.
Placed me silver 1,
Ooh.
and I was like, that's not gold.
Hmm.
I told myself that when school started, I would uninstall League.
Yeah.
So over a weekend,
Mm.
I got up to gold.
Oh wow.
I did it. I abused what's her face? Ash ADC.
Mm-hmm.
She late game gets so fucking powerful, and because you're playing in high silver, low gold, it doesn't matter who gets ahead at the beginning because the enemy team will definitely throw their lead in the garbage
Hmm.
because they get too cocky.
Hmm.
Uh, and yeah, I cranked it up and I got to cranked it out and I got to gold 4 and I uninstalled League of Legends.
Wow.
I kept true to myself.
Wow.
So I told the boys on the Discord, I'll see you in April.
Wow. Wow.
And I created a voice channel called Golden Up.
Wow. You're disgusting.
So yeah, I played some League, abused some mechanics. I forgot how just like absolutely disgusting the beginning of a season is because it's everyone coming out who hasn't played in 6 months, and they're like, "Oh, this time will be different," and it's just like, "Oh, you're making the dumbest possible decisions, dear God."
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I decided that what I should do is I should stop playing the least impactful role in the game, which is support.
Yeah.
And start playing more impactful roles in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out. Other than that, I've been playing more Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh yeah.
I had a fucking sweet game where I got 8 kills.
Cool.
I held up in the supermarket.
Yep.
And in the supermarket was a legendary loot box that gave me a pimped out shotgun. And anytime someone would run through a hallway, I would pump them full of lead and kill them.
Wow.
And then pick up their armor, refill my armor. And then other players would hear like, "Oh, they just had a gunfight. We should go in." And I'd be waiting in the hallway and pump them full of lead.
Sounds good.
And then go from there. I'm starting to have problems with Warzone. I think that first game where I won, that was complete fluke.
Are you saying now it's hard?
Now it's difficult. The game is not GG easy anymore.
Oh, boo-hoo!
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And it's not because of the game, it is because of the people you get matched up with.
You're blaming it on your teammates.
I'm only blaming it on my teammates because 90% of them leave.
Yeah, but that's the whole game. It's everybody. You're all you're all fair. What are you talking about?
I think that the community in Call of Duty might be more toxic than League of Legends.
Yes, because you're just shooting guns.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
There's no strategy in Call of Duty. It's just pick up a gun and shoot,
And
bitch.
shoot, bitch. But the main thing here that I have a problem with is you'll get into a team of 4, and usually first off, people will see like, okay, what are the other people's levels here? Oh, they're just starting out. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna try and re-queue, get a better team.
Yeah.
But even beyond that, when you get into a squad, most of the time, before you even drop, the squad leader will be like, "Let's land here," and I am the only person that drops with the squad leader. All of them are just like 2,000 meters in some other direction, and then they die and they yell at you for not being with them. And it's just like, what is this game?
I think that game has a problem where like the squad leader just doesn't auto drop. Like
you don't drop with the squad leader.
Yeah, like
that's the thing.
That's the problem. I
get
think it's a problem with that game.
You get the beep,
Yeah.
but you don't actually drop with them until you
Yeah.
decide to
I don't
drop.
know why it's like that.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that in this team-based game, they would actively try and kill themselves.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, so I started playing playing in parties more. And I tried playing single player. Or solos, baby. Solos are so boring. Solo is drop, find a sniper rifle, and stay in that house until you have to move. Or
Solo's Call of Duty.
yeah, no, Solo's not even Call of Duty because the map is so big that it just turns into sniping sprees. Like it's not my M16 red dot isn't gonna do anything.
So it's Battlefield.
Yeah, it's Battlefield. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It is single player Battlefield. Deathmatch Battlefield.
Yes.
And it's not fun. It's not great. So yeah, it's not fantastic. And then I think the last thing I did was my HD PSP cables came in.
Disgusting.
And I busted out some PSP classics.
No.
Like Pangia Fantasy Golf. And Kenka Bancho Badass Rumble. And Work Time Fun.
You disappoint me.
I capped pens on my stream in 720p. It was
But why?
because I can, because I have the power.
But why?
To do so. So yeah, those cables, I bought these Hyperkin cables. They are they only work on PSP models 2000 and 3000 because they're the ones that had the display out.
Okay.
And what it does is that it plugs into your PSP, runs that into a converter box, which then converts the signal out into 720p HDMI, which you can do whatever. But because it's a converter box, it needs external power.
Interesting.
So you need some sort of like USB connection into a power source.
Okay.
And it looks nice, man. It looks like as nice as you could possibly make a PSP game look without like remaking it. And you get some nice 720p out display. I can hook it up to my capture card and do all that stuff. And now I'm just like, it's time to start Metal Gear Acid.
You're only 15 years late.
Only 15 years late. I learned that I have Metal Gear Acid 1 and 2. I re-remembered.
But you don't have Metal Gear Acid 2 with the VR goggle.
I do.
Oh, do you?
So my copy of 2 came with the VR goggle box.
That's what I got.
But the thing is because I'm outputting it to the...
You can't use it.
I can't use it, which kind of sucks, unfortunately. I don't even think... I haven't even opened that like little plastic bit. Like I think the person I bought it from never used it, so it's still sealed.
Yeah, it's not mandatory. It's just...
It looks cool.
At the time, it was. Now, I don't know.
Yeah, because you got VR with the Google VR or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the... Put your phone in your headset kind of thing.
The VR missions.
So, it's... I'm revisiting PSP games.
You are.
I found a bunch of like saved images on my PSP that were like memes from when I was in high school, and I'm like, wow, I thought this was funny. Okay.
Disgusting.
Like, what was wrong with teenage me?
Wow, disgusting. Disgusting.
Just like, oh, like remember like GTFO when that was like the biggest thing, and stuff like that. Like I had it was like, oh, when you run into a noob and stomp him in like whatever in Halo or something, and then it's just a sign where it says GTFO, but it's the exit sign, and it's like, why did I like these prehistoric gamer memes? What is wrong with me? I had multiple pictures of PSP wallpaper that was like Haruhi Suzumiya.
Wow.
Like that is the the age I was living in then.
Wow.
So yeah, it was an interesting way back throwback.
That's disgusting.
I did delete them.
That's gross. Should have kept them.
Should have. Here's my time capsule.
Yeah. Should have kept them.
But yeah, I uninstalled League. I played Warzone, and I'm playing PSP games in the year of our Lord 2021.
Gross. Yes.
So that's my week because school started again. So
I see.
this Monday and Tuesday has been read syllabi and catch up, like do lectures and all this.
That doesn't sound like fun.
It's not. I do have one class that seems pretty interesting. It's like a PR class, but I actually have to work with a real business in St. Catharines and work up a PR plan for them as a group and stuff. So that sounds pretty cool. But Yeah, other than that, it's school still.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. Whatever.
Yep. Well, I did not play League
Why not?
because I'm playing Overwatch, and the Overwatch season started.
Yeah, we are all playing Overwatch.
We are all playing Overwatch.
Even me.
It's great.
Even I'm playing Overwatch.
You have all joined the dark side.
Man, I will say one thing about our Overwatch games.
Yeah.
Like, I know we need to get to 25 so
Yeah.
that we can play ranked or whatever. I have zero fun with that game by myself.
Yeah.
Like, I tried to play Overwatch to like level up, and I'm like, I hate this shit by myself. It's not fun when I don't have the boys.
Yeah, no, it's good. Roll queue is great. My favorite part is in between our matches when we go into deathmatch.
Mm-hmm. And then I pick
Symmetra,
Symmetra.
you're being an asshole.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I set up the microwave, and you
No.
come into my microwave.
No. I gotta doom fist your asses all day. So,
That's when I pick May though, and then you're like, "Oh, I uppercutted you." I'm like, "I'm ice. I don't give a fuck."
What else? So yeah, the placements, the season 26, I think started.
Mm-hmm.
I went 4-6.
Nice.
So I lost.
Nice.
No, sorry, I went 6. Yeah, I went 4-6.
Man,
I
I
won
heard
4, lost 6.
You're a Overwatch master, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. So I always place platinum.
Yeah, on console.
And console, I'm gold.
Oh no.
But whatever. So
Oh no.
I'm one lower. It's okay. I'll get back up. But the goal is still diamond. So
All right.
I got plenty of time.
It's not MLG Grandmaster.
No, I just need to get to diamond.
All right.
Because if I get to diamond, then at least I get my first gold guns. And then I'm good. Then I'm good.
Okay.
So I did that. Overwatch is great.
Who's your person of choice on PC? Has it changed from console?
No, it's still Ana.
Okay.
Still Ana.
Do you find it easier to play Ana on PC? Like, you think you sniping those headshot heals? What's going on?
I guess, yeah, technically it's easier, but my method of play isn't
different.
Yeah, because like I'm so adapted to leading shots and no scoping that that like 100% accuracy was never part of my toolbox. I mean, it's nice to have now when the Genji's out by himself. I'm like, well, now I can heal you.
When you're flipping around like an idiot.
Yeah. I gotta say, when I pair up with a good Genji and he's like, yo, I got that blade. Let me unleash my blade. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Okay.
So,
you give him the stim.
I think I give him the nano blade. Yeah, he likes it.
Gross.
It's good. So yeah, that's Overwatch. I've been playing a couple different games because I want to see mostly like the differences between playing on what my PS4 Pro was like versus the PC. So I picked up F1 2021 because that supports NVIDIA's RTX stuff.
Okay.
So DLSS and ray tracing.
Yep.
Game looks good.
Looks better than PS4 Pro?
Yeah, it does. It does. It looks better. Like, it's noticeable. It's not like, oh my god.
Okay.
But it is definitely better.
I don't know if we'll ever have that again. Like that oh my god difference.
Well, the thing is, like, it doesn't matter how good PCs get. At the end of the day, video games are made for the lowest common denominator, right?
Yeah. Like, so, what is it? Fucking Cyberpunk runs on a 1660 or whatever.
Exactly. So it's like, a game can never actually be, like, the difference in hardware will never really matter in terms of, like, adding feature set. It would just be visuals.
But I'm just thinking, like, Super Nintendo to N64. Like, you'll never get that holy fuck moment again.
Yeah, but you're talking about a console jump, like a generation jump. I'm saying that that's never been the case with PC. Yeah. Like, there's never been a PC game that's been so much better than its console equivalent that, like, it was doing something that wasn't available on a console.
Bro. Pong to Arkanoid? No, oh my god.
No. But I did that. You picked up or you gifted me Project Cars, so I tried that out.
I did.
I need a wheel.
That's the game.
And like, I tried. You can't do it with a controller. Definitely can't do it with a keyboard.
Is that's the sim?
Yeah, that's
that it?
I'm like, oh god, I need a wheel. And I started looking at wheels, but I was like, I need a stand. So I started looking at wheel stands. And I'm like, but this chair is not the right chair.
So I started looking at chairs.
And I'm like, and I started looking at the setup, and I'm like, oh my god, this is $1,500.
Dude, you saved all that money on your PC. You might as well spend it on the setup.
That's not the point. That's not the point. No. So I was like, and then I was like, I should do it. Then I'm like, you know what? I got a real car I still need to pay off. I'll think about that first, and then I'll come back to the virtual car.
Well, so what you're saying is that we should take your car to track day.
We'll see.
All right.
That was that. I watched this cooking show called James May Can Cook.
Is that still happening?
Oh, it's out
Oh,
and it's awesome.
I heard James May can cook. I didn't realize he's doing it.
It's awesome. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
If you want to see a middle-aged British,
Hipster.
yeah, basically cook food he should not be near, it's pretty entertaining.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like those ones where he went to like he went on vacation and like tried a bunch of different food and stuff.
Yeah.
Like was the one where he went on the fucking fancy Japanese train
Oh yeah.
and he
yeah.
started eating the food
Yeah.
and he's like, "Don't eat it! Everyone else wants to take pictures of it." Like that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if it's him just making the food,
Yeah.
that sounds pretty good.
It's pretty good. He has an assistant, of course,
Mhm.
and she's like, "You're fucking up." Like,
You're so bad.
like, no, what did you do? Like, so it's good. It's good. But my most of my week has been spent playing Cyberpunk
Okay.
2077. Yo, that's a video game.
How video
That's
game
a
is it?
great video game.
Really?
That is a very good video
That's
game.
what I've been hearing.
Had I played this last year, this would have been my game of the year.
Interesting.
Like, it is that great.
Okay.
Like the game just has so much they've considered
Mhm.
in terms of like detail, like from a technical side. It's so crazy. You got so many friends calling your cell phone, being like, "Yo, bro, got this car."
Hey Nico, let's go bowling.
Yeah, you start the game, you got a billion quests. And you're like, "Oh shit, it's one of those."
It's on, baby.
And it's crazy to think like, "Oh man, this is the team that brought you The Witcher," because like, yeah, they're the same genre, but they couldn't be any more different.
Okay.
Like from the way they're set up, like the gameplay loops, like this is all first person. The Witcher was third, right? So
Yeah.
like it's different. The Witcher was all about like setup and like what are you gonna do before you get the fight.
Mhm.
Whereas Cyberpunk is all what do you do when you're in the fight,
Mhm.
right? And I thought that like the gun combat wouldn't have been that great because it's an RPG.
It's like it seemed like Fallout when you looked at trailers and stuff.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, it's serviceable, but it's not like
good.
you're not playing a first person shooter. And I won't say Cyberpunk is like it's not gonna rival Call of Duty or
Yeah.
like Apex, but it's pretty good.
Does a rival Bulletstorm?
I mean, no, I guess there's not enough. What was that? I don't know.
All the trick like you combo the kills.
yeah,
or whatever,
like
yeah.
no, definitely.
Do you have a
no.
laser leash?
No, not that I
Alright.
know of.
All right.
But it's cool because everyone's got like cyber kinetics, and so you can like hack people
Yeah.
as mid fight. Like I have this one that's just make that like force them to go out of combat state,
Mhm.
so they just stop fighting.
That's awesome.
You can like malfunction.
You
the
just
gun.
give them amnesia.
Yeah.
Like...
The one that I've been playing with a lot is give them COVID.
Okay.
It's just called Contagion, but it basically gives them a bio disease,
Yeah.
and it's transmittable.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's like, and I just got this upgrade where it's like any hack that has a transmittable property transmit to 2 more people at an increased radius.
And then they translate.
Yeah,
And then they tell 2 friends. And then they tell 2 friends.
yeah, it's awesome.
It's the pyramid scheme of builds.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's so good. It's so good. And it's the art direction is just insane cuz like you're in this city and you start out in I picked the corpo path, and where they start me out is in this place called Little China.
Yeah.
And Little China looks like a futuristic Chinatown.
That's cool.
It's cool. But you go to the next district and it's Little Tokyo. Or no, it's Japantown.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh fuck. This could not be any more different."
Nice.
And it's like, "Oh, it's Japantown." It's like a whole bunch of like cute anime bitches and like yeah. Car designs are wild. You can play like how in GTA when you drove a car you had the first person option.
Yeah.
You have that in Cyberpunk,
Nice.
and like it is the way to play the game.
I heard like all the insides are detailed and
Yeah,
stuff.
like, it
they
like
went full Gran Turismo.
like if you can do it, play the game that way. Because yeah, you could pull it out, and like driving third person is significantly easier.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're first person, it just feels so much cooler.
Okay.
And when you're doing like the drive-by scenarios and you gotta like shoot people,
Mhm.
way cooler.
Nice.
But yeah, no, the game is wild. I'm playing as a female chick.
Really? A female chick?
Yeah,
Alright.
a female chick. Yeah.
Did you give her a penis?
No, I didn't. I gave her that vag spec.
All right.
Yeah. All the wild fashion trends. upgrading and stuff. My character is basically 100% intelligence and tech. She has
Nice.
no strength.
That's kind of what I would do too.
She has no strength. She has no proficiency with guns. She has no stealth abilities.
Interesting.
Like I was like, I'm 1000%. I'm the smart one.
Is there like a crafting spec in this game?
Yep, that's basically what I have.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, my character is all about like crafting and hacking. So it's been pretty good.
Maybe if I play this, I should go. I should go like crafting guns or something.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like my character's so weak, I cannot even steal cars. Like I can't open the door.
That's hilarious.
To like be like, give me your car.
Yeah, you can't rip off the door or whatever.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Is this one of those games where eventually you can spec into everything and be a god, or
you have to? I think you have to. Like you'll be able to do a lot of it, but you can't do all of it.
Okay.
So you do have to make a decision. But yeah, Keanu Reeves is in this game.
Yeah, he's the hallucination in your brain or whatever.
Yeah, like he's a main ass character.
Nice.
So he's always around.
I heard one of the little complaints about the style direction is that I think it was in the Donkey review. It's like what was it, like Pornhub became a giant conglomerate and basically everything in the world is sex based. Like the majority of the scenery is just like here's strippers or here's naked girls or here's something sexual related. And I heard that gets a little bit tiring after a while.
I don't know, like sex is definitely a big part of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's any more than like what I see when I go to like a downtown Toronto.
That's fair.
Or like it's there.
Like Vegas or something.
Yeah, like it's there, but I don't know if it's like so overwhelming.
It's not as prevalent as maybe people make it seem to be.
Yeah, like there is something to be said that like a lot of the general aesthetic is, I guess, what how can I put it? Maybe like what we perceive now as like stripper wear is just general wear.
That's fair.
In the cyberpunk universe.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's what it is.
Yeah. They're maximizing their vitamin D intake.
Like people look fucking cool though. So
all right.
I don't know. Like it's one of the games where it's like, oh my god, why does this piece of armor exist but doesn't cover like her boobs? But in like this game, it's kind of like, nah, it makes sense because that's just fashion. Yeah.
I got more defense because I'm fashionable.
Yeah, kinda. So like, I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm having a good time. I'm like 15 hours in. I'm going at a pretty slow clip.
All
like
right.
It's not something that I'm rushing through. I'm just trying to do stuff here and there. Nah, Cyberpunk can be good. Oh, by the way, yeah, I did knock down the frame rate, so I'm running it at 30 frames, not 60.
And you're cranking up all the
everything
fidelity.
Else. So then I just so that I maxed everything. And I'm like, this is the way to play.
Okay.
This looks good.
Okay.
I like this.
Nice.
It does make sometimes I don't want to say the controls feel like they're a bit laggy, but it definitely doesn't feel as sharp.
As if you're playing on like 60 frames.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's because it's like an RPG and like that's just how they prioritize the controls.
Well, you already said like the shooting is not Call of Duty like accurate or whatever.
Yeah. I guess it's just weird because you're coming from like Overwatch or Warzone, where like everything's all about pinpoint control.
Yeah. Everything's like hit scan or whatever.
Yeah, everything in this game in Cyberpunk is just like it's not like that game, so like maybe I just have to make a mental adjustment.
Okay.
But no. It's fucking cool.
Nice.
I dig it.
Nice.
I'm into it. I like it.
Nice.
I'll talk about it at the end of the year because I'm sure it'll show up in
Late to the party
in
award.
one way or the other.
All
It'll
right.
be there.
That's fair.
Yes.
Hopefully I can get to that and then also do it.
Hopefully, yeah. But that is it for me. I mean, like I got some toys in.
Did you open them?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. New year, new Vince.
Yeah, I opened a toy. I opened its accessory pack. I put it on display, and I'm like, sick.
I put it back in the box.
No, I put it on the shelf, and then I'm like, all right.
Which one are we looking at?
It's a jet with extra rockets.
Whatever.
It's a Macross.
Whatever. Stupid Gurwalk garbage.
But I actually spent most of my time because I replaced all the lights in my displays again.
Yeah.
They're all the same color now. I have lights at the top, and now they're all lit.
Ooh.
So
good timing on that.
Yeah. They're all lit. If you check my Twitter, I lit them all up. They're pretty cool. They do the same thing. but now everything looks uniform. And then I spent a lot of time doing cable management, and I just realized I missed cutting a zip tie.
You 100% did. You just have a huge zip tie there.
I missed 2.
I was looking at those and I'm just like, man, this guy's a slacker.
Yeah, I was just like, damn. But I'll get to it. I gotta figure out some other stuff, but yeah. But that's what I did.
Maybe you should probably get a different stand other than an iPhone case for that gunbuster.
Oh, so that's all going away.
Okay. All right.
Because I got a giant Evangelion that I'm gonna put in there instead.
So what you're telling me is that you're selling the gunbuster.
No.
And that the first priority buyer is me.
No.
Fuck.
No, what I'm telling you is Gunbuster's coming to the front.
Okay.
Yes.
But what you're really telling me is
No!
there's not enough room for your Galgai Gar.
No.
So you're selling that.
No. Just go buy a Galgai Gar. You can do it. I believe in you.
Dude, it's like $500.
You can do it.
Shit's expensive.
You can do it.
Maybe by the summer. I'll get a job after I graduate.
And that's your celebratory. You're gonna buy a Galgai Gar?
No, so what I learned
Yes.
is so I downloaded this PS2 emulator. It's like a PC. I forget what it's called. Maybe I can find it.
Okay, what does it do?
What it allows you to PCSX2.
Okay.
And what it allows you to do is that you can rip your own BIOS from the PlayStations you own. So that's legal because you own it, so you can do whatever. Then you can play the games off of your PS2 disc from your disc drive on your PC.
Your PC has a disc drive?
I bought a disc drive for my PC. Yo, it's got like Blu-ray read write. Oh, I got a Blu-ray burner. You need some Blu-rays? Yo, bro, you need some Blu-rays?
Fuck.
I got that shit. I got high speeds on that Blu-ray burn, baby. Dude, what? I'm living in the future.
What?
I'm trying to find a floppy disk drive so I can put it into.
No, wait, in your PC?
Yeah, because I got more expansion slots.
Let's get a USB one.
Yeah, but then it's not like nice and in the machine.
How often are you using a floppy drive?
Not often, but I own some floppy disk games that I would like to play.
Do you even have like the right size cage mount for that?
I don't know.
No, you don't.
I'll do some research.
Have you ever had a floppy disk drive?
In my old computers.
They're not as wide as your CD-ROM drive.
Ah, shit.
Like you're gonna have a hole.
What if I'm sure there's someone makes one that like fits modern PCs or whatever.
I guess so. Or not.
I'll have the fastest floppy disk drive around.
Disgusting.
So yeah, that's that. And so what you could do is you can run the PS2 games from your own BIOS using your own discs and basically run it like it's a PS2.
I don't like the sound of this.
But because my monitor is 1 millisecond lag, it's basically a CRT quality level of response time, so I can play rhythm games. So maybe I'm thinking I'll finally bite the bullet on that Poppin' Music controller.
Wow.
And get that full-size Poppin' Music controller.
So wait, is this what you're gonna celebrate your graduation with?
I think
the Poppin' Music controller.
I think I might.
How much is this controller?
It's pretty expensive. It's like shipping from Japan. So
Yeah,
it's
how
not
much are
cheap.
you talking? Just out of curiosity.
Let me look it up.
So I know how much to berate you for when you get it.
Hold on. Game 02 store.
Yes, tell me. Oh wow, this is some
The English version of the shop.
Oh, jeez. We've gone down this road, I see.
I like swallowed a bug or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
It's not COVID, I swear.
okay.
It is $240 American.
Okay.
But then there's shipping.
Which is how much?
I don't know. It says add it to your cart in order to find out.
So add it to your cart. I want to know how much shipping costs.
Check out. Let's see.
I bet it's like $100.
I bet it's like $100, yeah. But again,
Wow.
it's American dollars.
Wow. Wow. Who knows? Who knows? Jeez.
It's not gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be cheap.
Okay.
Oh, it won't let me unless I sign in.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. All right.
Well then.
But I could have a full-size Poppin' Music controller. And I could be playing Poppin' Music Fever on my PS2.
You know what? You do what you want.
You do you.
I I'll make fun of you either way.
All right.
So there you go. Anyways, that's it for us. It's been another fantastic week of exciting news and stories and shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, what are you gonna end us with now?
Gambo 2 now has an at-home version of. Have you seen the piano game in Japanese arcades now, where it's like four to 8 buttons, but it also has a height sensor for your hands, and you play air notes.
No.
Ooh, baby. They made a home controller for that game. It's fucking cool. So you're like playing the whatever, and then sometimes you have to like lift your hands up, and it has a height sensor on the sides. So like how high your hands need to go to play air notes and then come down back on the piano. It's fucking cool.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what? Japanese rhythm games are fucking ridiculous. So I don't know what to tell you.
All right. See you guys next week.
See ya.